You might have heard of Limited Run Games. They're an American video game distributor and they offer physical video games in limited quantities. In the past, they offered pre-orders and then of course they sold out very quickly and the games tended to fetch high prices on the secondary market. Nowadays, they do things a little differently. Now, you get your pre-order in and then Limited Run only produces the actual pre-order, so no one is left out, no one is left behind. Everyone who pre-orders in time gets their game. Sometimes you have to wait a little longer, but the games will be in your hands eventually. Very nice. I never ordered from Limited Run Games before. Until last year, that is. Me and a buddy of mine, Peter, we did a co-order so we could save on shipping costs and customs. And what did I get? Jurassic Park, the Classic Games Collection, a video game collection 30 years in the making. So what does it include? Jurassic Park for the Game Boy, Jurassic Park for the NES, Jurassic Park for the SNES, Jurassic Park for the Genesis or the Mega Drive, Jurassic Park the Rampage Edition, which is a sequel for the Genesis, Jurassic Park 2 the Chaos Continues for the Game Boy, and last but not least Jurassic Park 2 the Chaos Continues for the Super Nintendo. This is very exciting. I played the Game Boy game back in the day and I only managed to finish it in 2015. Yeah, it took me a while. I never played the NES version. I have the Super Nintendo version. Made a video 2 years ago where I found a new old stock copy. Never played the... Oh, I do have the Genesis version, but I never played it. I never played the Rampage edition, and that's the one I'm most excited about because that's a completely new and different game only available on the Genesis. And I do own and played or have played the Chaos Continues on the Super Nintendo. It's a very hard game, very, very hard. So I never got past the second level. What does it say? Fantasy violence, mild blood. Yep. So yeah, this is a Switch version which includes all 7 games. Funny thing is, just last week they announced a normal retail version. So in the end, we didn't have to wait 6 months for the limited run version. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Still happy to own this one. Most exciting of all, originally they only announced the Nintendo games, so the Game Boy, NES and Super NES games. But after some fan demand, they also included the Sega game. So I'm very, very happy to own the Rampage edition. Peter, my buddy, did comment that it would have been nice to also have the Game Gear version. So it's not a complete collection. It's a classic games collection. It's not a complete classic games collection. Still, for $40, $35-ish, 7 games, that's a good price. Let's see if there's anything included. Ooh, very cute. Switch cartridge, of course, and a booklet. That's nice because, well, most modern games don't have booklets anymore. Let's see. 8-Bit, the first of many games based on the original movie in the historic franchise, Jurassic Park hit home game consoles in June of 1993. Explore Isla Nublar in this top-down action-adventure while you restore power to the park, collect raptor eggs and survive the dangerous local wildlife. Watch out for the stampede and survive the deadly attack from the T-Rex in this 8-bit classic that brought home the excitement and thrills of the classic blockbuster film. Yes, it did. Portable. Developed alongside the 8-bit home console version, this portable version of Jurassic Park was released in August of 1993. This version also introduced an in-game database filled with facts and information on each of the included dinosaur species, allowing you to take Jurassic Park on the go. I love the game on Game Boy. Got it for my 9th birthday on the 25th of September 1993. Genesis. Jurassic Park made its 16-bit home console debut in August of 1993 with the release of this action platformer. Deviating from other versions of the game released early in the year, this version is more action-oriented and gives players the option of playing as either Dr. Alan Grant or a Velociraptor. Powerful computers and stop motion photography were used to create the look of this classic action game, with its characters powered by a much touted artificial dinosaur intelligence system designed to make the dinosaurs react differently each time the game is played. That's very advanced for 1993. In October of 1993, an expanded version of the 8-bit portable game was released on 16-bit consoles. Oh yeah. It featured larger environments, more dinosaurs, an incredible stereo sound and music, as well as truly impressive 3D sections powered by next-generation technology. The use of texture mapping, a very rare and challenging technique for home console hardware of the era, allowed this version of the game to achieve first-person 3D gameplay without the need for additional hardware. It was also the first game to have exclusive elevator music. To coincide with the late 1994 home video release of the film, Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, the one we're interested in, serves as a sequel to the Genesis version of the game. The ability to play as either Dr. Alan Grant or a Velociraptor returns, alongside a variety of new levels, weapons, and a brand new story. This is no mere re-release, this is Rampage, and few can survive its chaos. Looking forward. Released in holiday of 1994, Jurassic Park Part 2 The Chaos Continues was a brand new game taking place after the event of the 1993 film in a new exclusive alternate timeline. A side-scrolling action game, The Chaos Continues pits players against InGen main competitor Biosyn. In a first for the franchise, you can play the game cooperatively in co-op with a second player. A standout game for the console, The Chaos Continues features fully voiced cutscenes and a highly acclaimed soundscape which immerses the player into the story. And last but not least, the portable edition. In February of 1995, this portable companion title was released. Unlike its 16-bit home console counterpart, the portable version of The Chaos Continues placed players in the shoes of Dr. Alan Grant in a similar experience to the original film. Trapped in the park with no power and his vehicle no longer functioning, players must guide Grant through the park in this side-scrolling action platformer in an effort to restore power and escape. Like its 16-bit counterpart, the sounds and graphics are in a league of its own for the hardware. It does look very good for the Game Boy. Restricted area, 10,000 volts. Very nice of them to include a sort of retrospective booklet. I like this very much. Can't wait to play it. And what else did I get in my limited run order? Turtles 2, the arcade game, the soundtrack. Yes, soundtrack includes arcade version of TMNT from 1989 and a NES version of TMNT2, the arcade game from 1990. This is beyond cool. So this is the original soundtrack to two games on cassette. So what does it say? Side A is the NES version, tracks A1 to A23, and side B is the arcade version, tracks B1 to B24. I love the fact that the, I don't know if you can see it because of the plastic, but the cassette tape also has the bricks where the turtles come out of. The brick wall, another brick in the wall. Great stuff. This was very affordable, by the way. I think it was like $10 or $12. So in all, money well spent. I can't wait to try the Rampage edition. And in fact, I'm going to do it right now. So until we meet again,